Hi Kimberly, it's Shaka. As promised, here's your free video showing you what Fiddler can do online to start getting some more customers and getting a gain on their competition. Everything we're going to discuss today are strategies to start ranking towards the top of the Google search results. So what I'd like to do first is just do a brief review of your site. We'll jump over to a site of your competitors, see something that they're doing good, excuse me, and then we'll look at some statistics, some numbers of both of you guys. We'll compare, and then I'll show you how you can leverage those numbers to really start making a dent with your competitor. So right off the bat, what I like about your website, I do see ways that a potential client can engage with you. So in the right top corner, you'll see your click to call phone number. There is also a way here in the middle where you can schedule your free roof assessment. I did want to let you know when you click there, you are getting an error. So just so you know, but typically what I've seen, when they click on roof assessments, there'll be a way for a client to put in their contact info or whatever, which is great. So now you have their information to follow up with them. Some areas of improvement. Google wants to see 1,500 to 2,000 words on the home page. Okay, so you would want to up your word count there. On each back page or secondary page, they want to see 500 to 1,000. For most of these, you do have a good amount of words, probably close to 500 for not all of the back pages, but for whatever page you don't have that word count, increase it to that minimal requirement. Another important thing to remember are things called keywords. So keywords is when someone hops on Google and they type in a roof repair Albuquerque or shingle roofing Albuquerque. That's specific to your work in your area. So you want to put those on your website about every 150 words. Okay, you do that because the more you do that, the higher chance of you being found or listed as a roofer when someone searches for that keyword. Okay, I want to jump over here to the Google search results really quick. You can see here up top I've searched for roofing contractors Albuquerque, New Mexico. So I want to go over the search result format and how it relates to you. So here up top, these are advertisements. They're always going to be listed up top. People pay to be listed here. I've heard great things about Google Guarantee. They do bring a decent amount of business. I have heard, however, that it is expensive, and it gets even more expensive in the long run. Okay. Some cons to remember is that people who have ad blockers, this isn't even popping up for them. Okay, so there's a missed opportunity there. Also know that statistics show these ads are only getting about 2% of the clicks. That's very small for this keyword we've searched for. If we drop down here, we see it's called the Google Map Pack. Okay, so Altitude Roofing here up top, they're paying to be listed here. You don't have to pay to be listed here up top. Okay, you can employ the following strategy. So to increase your chances, you want to, one, have a Google My Business profile. Okay, two, you want to make sure it is 100% completed. That's very important. Lastly, citations come into play here. Citations are when your business's contact information is listed in directories around the web. For example, Yelp is a directory. If your contact information is listed there, that counts as one citation. If your contact information is listed in Yellow Pages, that's another citation. The more places your contact info can be listed in directories around the web, the higher your chances are that you'll be in the top 3 here. Okay. Next, we drop down to the organic rankings. You see how these rankings are listed 1, 2, 3, and so on. These are called organic because you can't pay Google to be listed here. You have to employ strategy. So we've talked about on-page strategy, which are things like your word count, the listing of keywords. There's also something called off-page strategy, like backlinks, which we'll discuss here in a sec. But this is prime real estate, okay, for Google, for the search results. So much so that these top 3 here, they're going to be getting about 70 to 75% of clicks, which is great. Let's jump over here quickly to your top competitor in Albuquerque. This is Alvarado Roofing. So some things that I see that they're doing well. Okay, See, they have multiple ways for a client to engage. They have their location up top, their phone number. You can email. They also have their social media there, which is great. They have a blog, which is another way for customers to engage. See that here in the right top corner. Other areas for improvement are kind of along the lines of you. See, they don't have 1,500 words on the home page. Okay, if we're going here to a back page of theirs or secondary page, they don't have 500 words of content here on the back page. So you start meeting that word count, that's going to be an advantage in your favor. Let's jump over to a tool we use called Ahrefs. It's basically just a SEO, search engine optimization statistic tool. What I want to focus on are the backlinks. Remember I mentioned off-page strategy? So backlinks are similar to citations. Matter of fact, citation is a backlink. Other type of backlinks are like a guest post. If Alvarado Roofing is submitting guest posts on other websites around the web, that's considered a backlink. Okay, if they are in blogs, their company info is listed on blogs around the web, that's also considered a backlink. Okay, the more backlinks, the better. It's not all about numbers. It does also depend on where your information is listed on. Okay, let's also jump over here to organic keywords to the right. I mentioned keywords earlier. We're able to see what your top competitor is ranking for. Okay, so let's see here. If we go here to Albuquerque, New Mexico roofing, if we go over to the right, the volume tells us this is being searched for 60 times a month. Okay, they're in the 3rd position. Okay, let's also jump down 2 slots. We see here roofing Albuquerque. That is also being searched for 60 times a month. They're in the 3rd position. Okay, so that just gives you an idea. For those specific keywords, they're getting a good amount of eyes on their website. Let's jump over to your stats and see what you're doing well also. Okay, so you have 504 backlinks. Okay, so you would want to find more places around the web where you can either be listed as a guest post or you can be listed on a blog. You want to up your count there. We can also see what your organic keywords are. Alright, let's see. So we want to see something that mentions Albuquerque in it. Alright, so let's see. See here, Albuquerque, New Mexico roofing. You go over, you're in the 25th position. So you're on the 2nd page of Google. No one's clicking on your site, unfortunately, when you're that far down. We go down like 4 or 5 slots. We see here, roofer Albuquerque. You're in the 32nd slot, which you can see there, which is the 3rd page of Google, so no one's clicking on your site there. So one way that you can increase this is by employing some of the strategy that I discussed earlier. Okay, that was all I had for you now. There are obviously other ways to get ahead of your competition, but this is just a brief outline of what I feel can help you start making a difference. I'd be happy to answer any questions for you. I'd also like some feedback, good, bad, or indifferent. You won't hurt my feelings. So I'll be reaching out to you Wednesday to see what you thought. Okay? Thank you. Have a good day.